Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back for a little Car Tuesday, reacting to cartoons on Tuesday with Ben 10, penultimate episode of season 3, which is episode 12, of course. It's also part 2 of The Return, which we had last time, and it was, in fact, the return of one of my favorite characters, Ghost Freak. Nay, someone told me what his real name is. Scare, if I'm saying that right. I may or may not be. So he's scaring people with his name, with his appearance, which looks different ever since he escaped from the Omnitrix. What his real appearance looks like. He's got a super team together. So there was a new character last time who was kind of the main villain in the last episode at NASA. The scientist. Initially I was like, oh, is this like supposed to be a Dr. Frankenstein thing? Then when he turned into the creature, I was like, oh, maybe it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde scenario. But apparently I was also told in comments that it is Frankenstein. Frankenstrike is apparently the name. So yeah, we got the werewolf, the mummy, the Frankenstein, all being ring-led by Ghost Freak. So who does seem like he wants revenge on Ben, but also has another plan as well involving space here and the corrodium, maybe, things like this. And then Gwen and Grandpa are in space right now. I believe they got stuck in the spaceship that got launched by Frankenstrike. And so luckily they have those handy dandy suits, which are cool too. They're little circles you pop on and then it turns into the suit. But so they're gonna have to figure out a way to get out of there. I mean, not the first time in space, I suppose. The first time in like a NASA official type of rocket, though, maybe. Which Grandpa, we learned last time, also was supposed to be the original Neil Armstrong, but had to bow out, I guess, presumably to join the Plumbers Association. So I assume he didn't make it to the moon before Neil, unless there's a secret mission people don't know about there. But he might have been in space before him. We don't know. And then Ben, of course, is being confronted by the Scare at the end of the episode there. And then this one's called... It's not called The Return Part 2. What is it called here? Be Afraid of the Dark. Alright, makes sense with the whole scary ghost thing. But I wonder if it's going to be more... I'm sure it'll be something more involved in that, like the dark of space or what exactly. Maybe something to do with the plan here, which we still don't fully know what it is. But yeah, Ben's going to be combating that on the ground, maybe trying to get up to space where they are, or they're going to try to get back down, or whatever is going to happen. The only way to find out is to watch the damn episode. Let's do it. Alright, so I'm pretty confused about the pop-up video style, which people probably didn't get remember that reference, but these effects that were popping up on the screen there, they just decided to start doing that this episode, or do I have some setting turned on somehow that I didn't realize? I'm pretty confused about that, but if they did just decide it for what, I'm sure people will let me know, but if they decided just for this, I guess it makes sense to get some more background on Scare and actinorites and all these terms, what they can do and whatever. But I mean, that could have been useful for a lot of episodes, I guess. I mean, it was a bit of a different episode, I suppose, and that it was a two-parter, and the fact at the beginning said this is the first two-parter. I kind of felt like there was one before, maybe, but I guess I'm wrong. I did remember that last time was the first time we got like a to be continued screen at the end, at least. But so yeah, the plan was to beam the corrodium down to cover the whole planet. I guess he was turning everyone into whatever they were. They're ectonerate, I guess, looking type of things, it seemed like. And the fact also said, yeah, that they do this, just what these species do, they just take over planets and stuff, so interesting. But it wasn't enough. Ghost Freak's team wasn't enough to stop the Tennyson team, even though Ben and Gwen, but mostly Ben, is still doing the thing where trying to take all the credit or be the main hero I wouldn't say that the Omnitrix, it definitely is like the top weapon or the top whatever thing to keep them going, save them the day, etc. But obviously Gwen and Grandpa, well, Gwen's developing this magic skill now, and which we also saw in the future. She becomes a master at, and Grandpa obviously has all the skills. So I don't know why. I mean, it did seem like they were getting more to a place where the two wouldn't bicker as much, and they're more working as a team. Now in the back half of season 3 here, they're bringing this more back in. That Ben's trying to pull away from that, I guess, even though this episode ended with the teamwork hands in thing. So maybe this will be put to rest at this point, but yeah, who knows? I mean, there's only one season left of the main series. I know people are telling me to watch the subsequent series, and that is more continuity stuff, storyline stuff, maybe as well, which people think I would like, which is probably true. But yeah, I would like everyone to just get along at this point, work together as the team here. But yeah, so definitely some really cool stuff this time in the spaceship and outside of it. I do like how Upgrade went out there with Frankenstrike hanging off the back. And yeah, the Frankenstein thing, I guess it does make sense that I guess he's another alien species as well, but it is a little strange though when you think about like the Frankenstein story and everything of like, I mean, I guess Mummy and Werewolf too, it's not like they're alien creatures either, you know, in legend, but like the Frankenstein is like so specific of like he creates this creature. In this case it would be like doing it to himself, but it's weird to think about it. That's just like what the species is. But anyway, so Ben's got that one now too, and used it right away, which I guess he did in the Dushi episode too. The Mummy one, we didn't see it that episode when he got it. I think we saw it for the first time last episode in part 1. I think they're all taken care of, like the werewolf blew up on Earth, Mummy got sucked out the toilet, and Frankenstrike was going up still in space too, if he can survive. I guess he can, the Frankenstrikes can breathe in the space air or whatever it seemed like, but who knows where he's going or if that would kill him or whatever. But Ghost Freak is back. I don't know, was that implying that because he burned up again? Well, we thought he had already died previously, which he hadn't. But when Ben sees it on the watch, is this like really now like how he gets the ability for these the Mummy, etc., by their DNA touching the watch? Is this now just a normal ectonerite that he can go into, or is it is a scare back in the Omnitrix like before? I don't know if I'm supposed to know that or not yet, but we'll see. But yeah, I guess this was the largest scale saving of the day we've had, kind of saving the world type of thing, it seems like. So I wonder if, so there's one episode left of the season. Now we still know that the Forever Knights are back again trying to do something. We saw them at the end of a few episodes ago. So they're going to be coming back. I wouldn't be surprised if they showed back up in the finale here. And the Tennyson team landed in what looked to be Egypt or somewhere like that with pyramids, which is kind of like the Knights deal too a little bit, or at least in the one episode they're trying to go like the Aztec temple or whatever that was. So maybe that's a way they can meet back. The parties can meet back up again, or again, who knows? It might be taken in a completely different direction. But yeah, I am interested to see what we get with the season 3 finale next Card Tuesday. Do you join me back for that one? Keep on commenting, subscribing if you haven't, etc. But until then, I'm once again Ghost. Peace.
Bye.